sometimes it's okay to be single. Sometimes it's you just need to find yourself, and that's why I'm kind of doing this kind of video. It's because I want to do something completely different. Now, a couple of days ago, I did actually do a video that talks about being single and in love, but I didn't think that I actually did a decent enough job, or it was just too corny, and I'm just gonna redo some of it. So here I go again, a couple of days after I shot it. Now, in terms of being single, it's okay to be single. Like, you just have to. Sometimes being single involves you just finding yourself, finding out who you want to be, who you want the other person to be, or what your standards are. Like, everybody usually just wants to fall in love just to have that experience. People actually just want to go ahead and just fall in love just because they see other people falling in love. It's like, I want that. It's like, I want that. I just want to fall in love. And sometimes love takes work. You know? That's what some people who desperately really want to find love and are single just think. Because sometimes being in love requires a lot of work from both people. It's not a one-way street where one person just gives and you don't give anything back. The thing is, being single and in love, it's kind of pretty much, it's not complicated, but at the same time, it just takes confidence in yourself. And as that how to flirt video I did went to show, I actually gave some great advice. Yeah, I gave some great advice. But the thing is, it's okay to be single sometimes, you know? Because if you rush and you fall in love, you don't get a chance to realize what you want, who you are. And sometimes you just need to figure things out. Like, the thing about, if you actually want to find somebody, just wait. Sometimes you just have to wait it out. And be confident in yourself. There are people out there who aren't really that confident, and I know that includes me too. I have zero confidence in myself. Like, look at me. I don't look like the kind of person who actually would actually have. Nobody would find me attractive. I'm pretty sure I know that because I look in the mirror and I go, God. And then I see everybody else and I'm like, okay, I could. Everybody is very attractive, and then there's me. But the thing is, like, sometimes you just have to have that confidence because you because people actually find confidence really attractive, apparently, and that's why I am single. Because I have no confidence in myself, and it makes me want to punch a mirror every time I see my own face. But the thing is, you don't have to do that. You could just, figure out ways to improve yourself. Do something in your life. I don't know. Read something that would actually help you reach towards that place of self-value and self-worth, and say that you are beautiful, and somebody finds you beautiful. And it doesn't always have to be your family, because your contractually obligated family. But sometimes we all just need love from outside of the family, just or friends. Like, there are friends who love who you are and love who and you love back. It's just that sometimes you just want to find somebody else who likes you a little bit more, and who vice versa. And that's the thing. If you actually are single and want to find love, you know, uh, don't actually overdo it in terms of desperation, because if you actually go for it like gung ho, it's gonna fall flat on your ass. Because if you look for love constantly, like you are running out of time, or like running out of money, or your inheritance, if you don't find love or get married in this amount of time, you will lose that inheritance, and then your life. It's not like that. I hope it's not like that. Otherwise, it's a really shitty situation you've set yourself into, or not yourself, or other circumstances. The thing is, you can't be you can't be desperate. You cannot be desperate in terms of finding love or whatever. You just have to figure yourself out and find out who you want to be. And sometimes that pretty much requires you to just forget about love even for a couple of days and just figure yourself out sometimes. That's all you need to do. I've tried to figure myself out. I'm still trying to figure myself out. I'm trying to figure out why I have a OkCupid account when I don't even like look at it all that much. I've only looked at it about 3 or 4 times and that's it. But that's because my friend kept getting at me and saying, you should get an OkCupid account. And I'm like, okay, fine. I said, well, now would you please put the gun away? I'm really scared. And please let my family go. And, sometimes you find that person and you don't know why they like you. Like, is it, it's like, I don't know. Sometimes there's this weird quality about other people that other people like. Like somebody might not like you for your looks, but they just like you because you make them laugh, or make them smile, or make them feel good about themselves. Me, I don't have any of that because nobody watches my show or my channel because, quite frankly, there are other things people would rather do, like, hang themselves. But the thing is, it's not, again, it's okay sometimes. And to me, like, in my opinion, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I always have to question the motives of somebody who actually likes me more than a friend. I'm like, do they want something? Do they want money? Why do they actually find me is it because they find money attractive? Is it because, they're making somebody else jealous? Like, I get that kind of feeling. I genuinely get that feeling. I still have that feeling. Like, am I actually as good as anybody else? That's, to me, no. I don't think I'm good as anybody else. In fact, I am, compared to my friends and my family and coworkers, I'm the least important person. And somebody who actually likes me more than a friend actually gets me a little bit concerned. I'm like, what's their angle and why? Why? And that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know, iffy on OkCupid, even though there are people who actually like me. I'm like, why? Is it because of the picture? I'm guessing they set a high standard, but that's just me. For you, it's okay for somebody to like you because that would mean that if just go up to I don't know if you should go up to that person, but just figure something out. Have other people talk to the person and ask what they're, or get somebody who likes you and ask them what they're like. Just ask them if they're nice or something. Like I said this before, just ask them or ask people who know them. Some people aren't motivated to any selfish or dangerous dark entity. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta put yourself out there to find love because it's not gonna come to you. Like if you're single and want to find a love, like figure yourself out and let it and just go to it. Just put some action into it. Don't wait for it. Don't just sit there and wait for it to come to you. You have to make it happen and make yourself happy. And I don't know what else to say about that because I'm probably not the right person to be listening to, considering I have a spotty track record of me having crushes and not doing anything about it because, quite frankly, every time I have a crush on somebody, it's like, but they're better than me at this and this and this, and there are other attractive people out there who they're probably going to be really interested in. And yeah, that's pretty much how I feel pretty much 90% of the day, which is pretty much 95% of my life. Because, but again, this is my self-loathing. And I'm giving you advice because, I actually want to try something different. And yeah, sometimes you just have to, go for it. If you want to be single and be happy for yourself. You don't have to look. Let's just think. Here's the thing. If you're single and you're happy being single, that's totally fine. Just go for it. Have fun. Figure out stuff that you will be single. Figure out some things that you would if you were single before you actually start seeing somebody. Maybe you could go out. Maybe go out. Do anything. like, make yourself a complete person. Figure out who you are, and then eventually, if you want to start dating, you'll figure some things out, and you'll find somebody who will like you or love you, and you will figure it out. You'll both be glad to find each other, and just know more about each other as time passes on. And I've seen it happen. Yes, sometimes you can go happily ever after. Sometimes you break up, but you know what? That is life, and love does hurt. And sometimes you could either like break apart, like split it apart, and find other places to find it, even though your heart's still hurting, or you could just hold it together and just love each other or like each other, and figure out like the cons and pros or whatever. Just figure it out, and you'll be fine. Just know that everyone gets lonely, and you know sometimes you can get lonely, but there are people out there who do get lonely, but whatever. Sometimes, not whatever, but sometimes life just gives you a curveball or a straight ball, and sometimes you either strike out, or you hit that home run, or you hit that grounder, or you hit that, or you get that base hit, and you run the bases. I'm not good at baseball metaphors. It's been years since I watched a baseball game all the way through, and that was what, grade 4. So yeah, um, yeah. So I just want to give some advice, and I hope it helps. So take care.